Bonjour à tous, c'est Ladyalucard et on se retrouve pour la suite du let's play sur Game of Thrones. Donc nous nous étions arrêtés à cet endroit-là. Et on reprend. Oh bah il y avait une sauvegarde juste derrière. Enfin je pense que ça doit être une sauvegarde.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
The business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Enfin, c'est peut-être pas le moment de les énerver, quoi.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
Le remercier.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters
Comment
finally
osez-vous?
get their due.
How dare you?
I dare, and I'll do as I damn well please. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calmez-vous.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk.
Ah, moi aussi je suis un seigneur, et comment t'oses me parler?
Shit on us for generations. Well,
Non,
now
mais...
the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan.
Ça suffit.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Sans aucune raison.
Attacked for no reason.
No
Vous avez tué
reason.
sa
He
famille.
murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the
Que répondez-vous pour vos hommes?
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I
Je
took
m'en
care
suis
of him.
chargé.
He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
Tout à fait,
I
d'accord.
mean no disrespect to you, my lady.
Bizarrement, devant la dame, tu te... Hein?
But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Merci d'être venu.
Coming, Lord.
Restons
Ethan is
polis.
Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Faites ce que vous voulez.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
On devrait... Voilà, on va changer de personnage et là, à mon avis, on va sûrement jouer Mira.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Donc...
Ethan made this for me.
D'accord. Une pièce.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Une broche de haut jardin.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
D'accord.
It once belonged to Lady Helena.
Et enfin, la lettre, inachevée. On va essayer de la lire.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
On va encore fouiller un peu ce qu'on a dans la chambre. Un gros livre.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
La fenêtre.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Alors, une lettre de la mère.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Alors, on a toqué à la porte. Allons voir.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Je vais laisser
No,
rentrer.
it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Je vais bien.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
C'est jamais, ça pourrait être un
Please hurry if you
espion.
can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Si jamais ça pourrait être un espion de Cersei
You
ou
work
autre.
for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I
Je
saw
pense que
Lady
du coup
Marjorie
être
just
sa
this morning,
servante alors.
outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Que
it was definitely
disait-elle?
an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
D'accord.
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, my lady.
Il pourrait être un bon allié à voir par la suite. Ah, en effet. Donc
Lady
nous allons
Marjorie,
voir
you're early.
d'autres
I was hoping there
personnages
would
de
be
la
time for
série.
us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Je trouve que physiquement, Marguerite...
From the day you arrived in
Enfin,
Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear
ça va
friend, in
encore,
fact.
mais...
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel
J'aurais
your
peut-être
pain as
pu
if it
être
were my
mieux,
own.
enfin, je sais pas.
What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family
Ma
as
mère
well.
m'a
My
écrit.
family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she
Oh, c'est mon
demands
cœur.
an
Mais je trouve
audience.
que, ouais.
She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but
Perso en lui-même
she's
me
waiting for us
dérange
now, and
pas
I
si
promised I
bien
would
fait que
bring
ça.
you to her.
Enfin,
I wouldn't ask this of
trouve
you if
qu'il
it were
ressemble
not
pas trop.
important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so
je
near.
ferai ce que vous demandez.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Donc là, on devrait voir Cersei, du coup.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Allez, c'est parti. Tyrion et du coup Cersei.
You can do this.
Par contre, je trouve que Cersei est très bien fait. Et Tyrion aussi.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House
Ouais,
Forrester.
Cersei est très très bien fait. On la reconnaît bien. Incliner la
I
tête.
am honored, Your Grace.
yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Au seul et unique roi.
To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which.
Oh, Geoffrey, quoi.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
Yes,
d'accord, votre grâce.
They are traitors.
Voilà.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. Is it any wonder you were so impertinent to ask which king deserves your loyalty? If you have any loyalty
On va essayer de la mettre dans notre poche.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, votre grâce.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms.
Tout à fait.
Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Je suis sûre qu'elle le regrette.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
Être fidèle envers le
to
roi.
the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out.
Tyrion qui va nous
This
parler.
may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose
Je ne préfère pas mettre Cersei en colère, je sais pas pourquoi, mais pour me faire décapiter.
Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
Oui. It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope
J'espère que nous nous reverrons.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Oh que oui.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah, what?
Eh ben,
it's true.
Dites donc.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish.
Il est plutôt beau.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
J'y crois moyen.
King, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Pas Joffrey.
Well,
oh,
I
no.
would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Bon, ça va alors.
I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you're queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
Tout à fait d'accord.
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
On va demander son aide.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Ma mère a besoin de votre aide.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady,
je me doute bien.
and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I am well aware of the risk. I can see how important this is to you. I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Vous êtes adorée par le roi.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
On va peut-être demander à Sarah de partir. Ouh! Nous en sommes quand même à 28 minutes de vidéo, donc nous allons nous arrêter là. Donc n'hésitez pas à commenter, liker et partager les vidéos, et sur ce, moi je vous dis à plus!